Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Knight Arena. Today, the SVU women's basketball team continues USA South Conference play as they host the William Peace Pacers. I'm Colby Campen. Joining me this afternoon will be Hank Swedin. Hank, today's matchup will be a battle of undefeated teams with both the Knights and Pacers looking to improve to 4-0 in USA South Conference play.
Yeah, like you said, both these teams undefeated in conference. The Pacers, led by Annalie Bollinger, their head coach, in her second year here. She's done a great job of turning this team around this year. They've started out strong. They're coming to Buena Vista, looking to take it to this strong, fast SVU team.
No, it should be a great game. Looking forward to it. At this point, we will go ahead and take a break for the prayer anthem and starting lineups and be back with you after the lineups for the opening tip.
Now, if you'd all please rise and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineups for today's basketball game. For the visiting William Peace Pacers, warrior number 5, sophomore guard out of Greer, South Carolina, Zachariah Henderson. Warrior number 11, junior out of Belton, South Carolina, Bree Oliver. Warrior number 14, junior out of Raleigh, North Carolina, Amaya Griffin. Warrior number 24, junior out of Louisville, North Carolina, Alina Orlando. And wearing number 30, freshman out of Knoxville, Tennessee, Inslee Perry. Pacers are coached by head coach Annalie Bollinger, assisted by Cedric Wilkinson and Nadia Smiley.
Jersey, my city on my back, I got them ripping me, heard me. Know I play with M's, must be stupid if she curved me. Fitted hat and forces, still be dressing like I'm serving. Rookie of the year, I got the ball and they got nerves. Remember having mask on way before Corona hit. So 30 knocked across the plug, he went behind me, sent the pit. I play like a beast, but my demeanor humble. Don't make me turn up. Go so hard, they got to retire my number. Big 12, unranked underdog.
A senior from Cary, North Carolina, wearing number 1, Nadia Sabu. And guard freshman out of Rankin Utah, wearing number 4, Savannah Smith. Wearing number 11, guard out of Rankin, Colorado, Abigail Smith. Sophomore standard out of Central Florida, wearing number 22, Emma Hugo. And at forward, senior from Montana, North Carolina, number 22,
Welcome back into Knight Arena, everybody, as we are just about at tip-off. Starters here tonight for the two teams. For William Peace, Zykira Henderson, Bree Oliver, Amaya Griffin, Elena Randolph, and Ensley Perry will be starting. And for the Knights, it'll be Maria Savoon, Samantha Smith, Abby Snyder, Anna Kimball, and Asia Foster. So Hank, ready here for tip-off. Both teams coming off wins less than 24 hours ago. William Peace went up to Stanton and defeated Mary Baldwin. And last night here in Knight Arena, the Knights were able to hold off NC Wesleyan.
Yeah, I mean on the Pacer side, I want to point out Henderson and Perry. Right, they've been the point scorers for the Pacers this season with both over 100 points. On the Knight side, we of course have Abigail Snyder. She scored 130 so far this season, and what we heard before the game is she's just over 40 points away from 1,000 career points for the Knights.
Yeah, it's been quite the career for Abby Snyder. Anna Kimball starts off the scoring here for the Knights. Nice little left-handed jump hook. Zykira Henderson. This is Bree Oliver, number 11. And she will hand there to Elena Randolph. Henderson drives to the hoop. Shot up long off the glass. And there's a rebound and putback. Amaya Griffin with the putback for the Pacers. I think we talked a little bit about Annalie Bollinger, her second year here at William Peace, and what a turnaround so far. You know, they're off to a very good conference start, 3-0 with a big win over her former team, Brevard.
Yeah, preseason they were picked towards the bottom of the conference, and they've come out and just proved everyone wrong on that front. Like you said, a big win over Brevard, who was picked towards the top of the conference. And to come here and they want to play a nice close game with the Knights, who have really been dominant. They've won 9 of 10 games they've played against the Pacers. The Pacers' last win against the Knights coming in 2017, was that right?
Yep, the Knights are on a 9-game winning streak. They've won the last 9 meetings. The Pacers' only win came in the first meeting between the two teams back in 2017. Samantha Smith off a career night. Last night she scored 18 points, and the bulk of those were scored in the second half as she was riddled with foul trouble in the first half. She picked up 4 fouls before halftime and somehow managed to play a clean and very strong game in the second half.
Yeah, very strong. We talked about she was very aggressive, knowing when she could turn it on and when to hang back a little bit, and got her to the hoop a couple times.
A nice little shot by Abby Snyder in the paint with the left hand. Puts the Knights up 4-2. Henderson stopped by Kimball. Good defense. The Knights were able to take the ball away from the Pacers.
Yeah, the Knights, they look like they're playing a little bit more of a zone defense right now, and it's worked out for them already with a turnover here to start the game.
And there is Griffin. Pokes the ball away from Snyder. And then the Pacers turn the ball over, throwing the ball out of bounds. So the Knights are able to get away with one there. And one thing so far, Hank, this season, the Knights have struggled a little bit with their ball control. They're averaging 20 turnovers a game, and I'm sure Coach Schroeder would like to see them limit those, especially here in this game against the Pacers.
Yeah, they got lucky yesterday. They started off strong. They had a really strong first quarter. Played it real tight the other 3. You don't want to see a replay of that today, and turning the ball over doesn't help. They want to have good ball security.
Asia Foster with a good finish in the paint. Knights out by a score of 6-2. Griffin has the ball poked away by Kimball. And Savoon will bring the ball across midcourt. Pressure by the Pacers, and they're able to get a turnover. And Savoon back on defense. It'll be out of bounds, throw in for the Pacers.
Just some back and forth here. Ball's coming out, getting poked out. Good defense by both teams.
Inbounds play. Shot attempt goes off. There's a block by Asia Foster. Bree Oliver able to pick up the block shot, and she will put it off the glass and in. And Hank, you mentioned last night's performance in the first half. Knights stormed out to a 28-10 lead after the first quarter against the Battling Bishops. And the Knights controlling the paint here in the early goings of this first quarter. Anna Kimball with her second bucket.
Anna Kimball, she leads the Knights on rebounds over the season. She's got 74 so far this season, which is 30 more than the next. Abigail Snyder with 44.
Asia Foster with her second block here in the first 4 minutes. Anna Kimball with the offensive rebound. And Anna Kimball able to get around Griffin, but her shot just a little strong off the glass. And now Henderson going aggressively to the hoop.
That was some really good ball movement by the Knights, just not quite able to finish there.
So it'll be a throw in for the Pacers. Inbound. Zachariah Davis has checked into the ball game. Maria Savoon to the hoop. A left-handed shot. That's a little long. And Inslee Perry into the paint for the Pacers. Knocks down. A little jumper. Inslee Perry, the reigning Rookie of the Week in the USA South Conference, coming off a strong game versus Brevard last week. She was instrumental in that victory over Brevard.
Yeah, the Knights right now, they're doing a really good job moving the ball, getting to the hoop, just having trouble finishing right now. And, you know, Pacers doing a great job playing defense, keeping it close, really getting in the face of the Knights on offense.
And there is Maria Savoon going to the hoop, and she is fouled by Zykira Henderson. And Savoon will go to the line. But first, we're going to go ahead and take this timeout. The Knights lead at 8-6, 4 minutes, 45 seconds remain in this first quarter. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back here to Knight Arena. Maria Savoon, she will go to the line, shooting 2. First free throw comes off the rim.
Savoon, one of the best free throw shooters for the Knights. This season she's shot at 80%. So pretty consistent from the free throw line.
Maria gets 1 of 2. And Lily De La Rosa will check in for the first time tonight. Also, Maya Foster is checked in. Maya also coming off a career night. Maya scoring 8 points last night versus NC Wesleyan. Referees get together and decide the ball was last touched by the Pacers. Knights will bring it up the floor. They lead 9-6, just under 4.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. And Kimball with good work in the paint. Once again, the jump hook a little long off the back of the iron. Hank, the Knights, they have a size advantage. They're able to get their way in the paint, like you mentioned a couple minutes ago. Just a matter of being able to finish once they get in the paint.
Yeah, it looks like the Pacers, they realize that the Knights are really good in the paint. Great three there. And
Abby Snyder knocks down a pull-up three, chipping away at that 42 points that she needs in this game to hit the 1,000 mark here at home.
That's a great way to do it from the three-point line.
And Inslee Perry going to the hoop. She will be fouled and go to the line to shoot two. They're going to get Maya Foster with the foul.
Like I was saying earlier, the Pacers, they know how good the Knights are in the paint, how good offensively, especially Anna Kimball is. And so on that last possession we saw, they're just stacking the key, right? Not letting anyone out. If they want to take a shot from the edge, they can do that. They might end up regretting it, especially after Snyder hit that great three. But right now that looks to be the strategy for the Pacers.
Inslee Perry knocks down one of two free throws. And Asia Foster will check back in. Anna Kimball will get a break. Score is 12-7. Southern Virginia leads. And Abby Snyder with a hot hand, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Abby with 8 points now here in this first quarter. Of course, yesterday she scored 14 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, that 14 points in the first quarter is really good, but the Bishops, they really figured out how she liked to score, and they were able to clamp her down fairly well for the rest of the game. She did score over 30, I believe, but that first quarter for her was really monumental, and she's starting off strong here again today.
It's good to have a player like Snyder that you can always count on when things get a little rough. She's able to create her own shot. She can knock it down. And like you were saying a few minutes ago, if they want to pack the paint, the risk is they're going to leave some shooters for the Knights, not just Abby Snyder, but Kenzie Peterson, shooting 50% from beyond the arc so far this year. And she was 2 of 3 last night. Asia Foster with a new up and under move. She is fouled. And Asia will go to the line to shoot two.
That is one of the scary things about the Knights if you're playing them, is that they seemingly have players that can score from any position, anywhere in the court. If they want to, they can score in the paint. If they want to, they can score from beyond the arc. They're only, right, one of their weaknesses is the turnovers, right? If they can hold on to the ball, this is an unstoppable team. The Pacers, they've done a good job of playing some good defense, trying to get those turnovers and using them in their favor to score points on this side of the court.
Foster knocks down both free throws. And Hank, you mentioned the turnover so far. SVU handling the ball well. Only 2 turnovers here in this first quarter. William Peace with 4 of their own. So far a pretty clean game. De La Rosa, she holds. She is guarded there by Kristen Barber, who checked in for the Pacers. And they're going to get Asia Foster with a travel. Also on the floor for William Peace, Bryn Stevens. She wears jersey number 1. Perry, guarded by De La Rosa. Over to Griffin. And they're going to get De La Rosa with a foul. A little bit of a hand check, a little too much. So it'll be a throw in for the Pacers from the baseline. And good defense there by Maya Foster on the inbounds pass, knocks it out. And this here is a difficult position to inbound the ball from, over in the corner. And Lily De La Rosa able to knock the pass right back out of bounds.
When you're a team trying to inbounds it and it gets, tipped away 2 or 3 times, it really throws you off your rhythm, right? You're in a rhythm, you're pushed down the court, you're in a position to score, and now you've got 2 blocked passes inbounds, and you've got to figure something else out.
Zykira Henderson checks back onto the floor. She'll work behind the Barber screen. Henderson into the paint. And Abby Snyder there to draw the charge. Abby Snyder, always everywhere, willing to sacrifice her body, whatever it takes to put her team in a better position.
Yeah, the Knights, they're playing more of a loose kind of zone coverage on the inside and towards the key there. And the defense, the way they're working it has been really good. Pacers been able to move the ball around, but unable to get points the last couple times down there.
De La Rosa just off with the 3-point attempt. Pacers in transition. And there is Barber scoring the layup. Knights push the ball back up the floor.
Under a minute left in the quarter.
No look pass by Snyder. That will go out of bounds. And the Knights will turn it over to the Pacers. Knights lead 17-9 with 45 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. And that charge last possession by Henderson is significant. That's her second foul of the game. As she drives the paint and scores a layup with the left hand.
Similar situation to yesterday against the Bishops. Some of their leading scorers, two fouls to start the game in the first quarter, but never ideal.
And there is a foul that'll go against Perry. And Abby Snyder will head to the line to shoot 2. And I believe that's the second foul on Perry as well. So once again, you have the 2 leading scorers of the Knights' opponent that are on the bench with 2 fouls. Well, Henderson's on the floor right now.
This first quarter, you kind of have to figure out how to deal with this Knight offense, especially when they're pushing hard into the paint. You want to get a little bit more physical to keep them out. So something that they'll look to change here going forward into the next quarter. Just maybe stopping the defense without being so physical.
And a little bit of a scattered play there the last couple seconds. Knights were able to steal it away. And as Abby Snyder tried to get a quick shot attempt off, the referee will call her for a travel. So we'll have 1 second remaining on the clock. The Pacers will inbound from backcourt. And the last second shot will be no good, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. SVU leads it 19-11 over the William Peace Pacers. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back inside the barn. We are at the beginning of the second quarter, where SVU currently leads William Peace by a score of 19-11. In that first quarter, leading scorer was Inslee Perry with 3 points for the Pacers. Meanwhile, for the Knights, Abby Snyder with a good first quarter with 10 points. There's a rebound by Anna Kimball. And Abby Snyder looks to push the ball up the floor. She gets that into Asia Foster. She misses the first attempt, but with the follow, Asia scores the basket. The Knights lead now up to 10 points.
Talked about Schneider already in double digits with 10 points today. And then Asia Foster's got 6, and Anna Kimball with 4. William Peace, they've been spreading the ball around a little bit more. They've got 4 players with 2, and then Perry with 3.
Henderson working against Abby Snyder. Henderson averages almost 15 points a game for the Knights. Doing a good job on her defensively to this point. And Bryn Stevens going strong to the hoop. She's going to get a foul. That'll go against Samantha Smith. And so Stevens will go to the line, shooting 2. And that first one comes in and out.
Only Stevens' 4th trip to the free throw line this year.
Stevens misses both. Samantha Smith picks up the rebound. Smith now for a 3-point attempt. And Smith hits it from the right wing. Right in rhythm. She got that shot off. Looked good the whole way. And hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
Picking up where she left off last night after a good game.
Henderson, her jumper is long, rebounded by Asia Foster. Kimball working on Griffin, and Kimball off the glass scores the basket. You can see here in the first parts of the second quarter, the Knights really are dedicated to going inside and forcing William Peace to defend the paint.
That's something that William Peace has done a really good job adjusting to the second half of the first quarter. Points in the paint weren't quite so easy for the Knights, but the Knights committed, dedicated. They're going to work that in the paint now.
Anna Kimball with the block, going up against Griffin. Davis up and under, strong on the attempt, rebounded once again by Foster. And a good pass out to Kenzie Peterson, and Kenzie Peterson scores the layup, and the Knights, just like that, have jumped out to a 17-point lead here in the second quarter. They lead it 28-11.
Yeah, some great transition offense we hadn't really seen yet in the game. Just getting the ball down there quick. One dribble, pass, and then up into the net.
Maria Savone with good court vision saw Peterson out in front of the defense and hit her right in stride. And Kenzie Peterson, she gets her first 2 points on the evening. And Hank, they really are, the Knights really are starting everything with their defense. So far, they have 3 blocks on the afternoon. So far, they have been able to force 6 piece turnovers. And really doing a good job, even though in the first quarter, William Peace was out-rebounding the Knights. They've battled back now. They're out-rebounding William Peace by a count of 13-7. So between the blocks and the rebounds, Knights doing a good job defensively and really starting their offense on the defensive end.
Yeah, it's those blocks coming in the paint, being physical in the paint. Something that we talked about a little bit earlier. This is where SVU's going to thrive. This is where they're going to create openings by working in the paint with their forwards.
So Coach Bollinger called the timeout after the fast break. We'll see what she has drawn up for her team as they try to regain some momentum. Barber hands to Randolph. And a three-point attempt is good there. That is Zykira Henderson knocking down the three from the left wing.
Much needed for the Pacers to kind of try and get this deficit a little bit smaller.
Savoon down to Foster, and Foster hits a 10-foot jumper on the baseline. Knights once again shooting over 50% from the field in the first half. Perry into the lane, and she knocks down a 14-foot jumper. She's able to shoot that over the outstretched hands of Hannah Kimball. Kimball had a shot up and over Zachariah Davis. A little strong, and Davis with the rebound. Randolph long on a jumper, rebounded by Savoon.
Pacers had no one in the paint to go for that offensive rebound.
And Kimball got caught in the paint that time. She dished it off and got caught for 3 seconds. So turnover, we'll send the ball back to William Peace. Maya Foster checks in for big sister Asia. Henderson to Davis. And Henderson gets it away into the corner to Perry. Her three-point attempt is short. Davis with the rebound. Her attempt is blocked. And there's another good look. Maria Savoon.
Quick transitions offense there again. Pacers on the last possession, they tried to use that mismatch in the paint. Didn't quite work out for them though.
Henderson with the bucket, 32-18, Knights lead.
And the Knights are scoring quick here, not wasting any time. Pacers are trying to slow down the pace.
And Henderson into the paint. She's going to be fouled by Kenzie Peterson. Last basket by the Knights, scored by Samantha Smith. Another assist from Maria Savoon. Maria now with 5 assists here in the first half. So Maria having a very efficient first half, helping her teammates score points. Henderson across the paint, her shot no good. Rebounded by Snyder. And Savoon has that ball knocked away. It goes off her foot and out of bounds. William Peace inbounds in the backcourt.
One chair with 2 hands on it, no shot.
Henderson fouled once again by De La Rosa. It'll be Pacer ball on the baseline. Strong defense there by the Knights, knock it away. Once again, it'll be Pacer ball on the baseline.
Pacers are trying really, really hard to get physical in the paint to score there. That's where it's been working for them today. The Knights not letting anything go.
And the Knights, with their stellar defense on the inbounds pass, are able to get the turnover. They're going to get Anna Kimball on a moving screen there. Foul will go against Kimball. That'll be Kimball's first. And they're going to get the illegal screen on Inslee Perry of William Peace. That's going to be her third personal foul. Alyssa Monroe checks in for the Pacers. Also on the floor, back on the floor, Bree Oliver. And Monroe blocks the shot attempt of Abby Snyder. Randolph strong to the basket, and her shot is no good. Rebounded and pushed forward by the Knights. And Savoon again looking for Asia Foster. Get a warning from the referee to Coach Bollinger. William Peace with the ball. Henderson throws it away. Maya Foster to the hoop. Her shot's just off, rebounded by De La Rosa. Asia with the rebound, and her shot comes off the rim.
Great defense, just not quite able to finish. Couple of rebounds. Rolling off the rim.
And Abby Snyder with a great steal. Steals the pass. Saves it. Gets it ahead to Maria Savoon. They're going to get Savoon on a carry. So turnover starting to mount up a little bit here in this second quarter, Hank.
Yeah, it's the fast pace the Knights are playing at. They want to get down. They want to score quickly. And the ball's just getting away from them a little bit.
Both teams now in double figures with turnovers. Good defense by Asia Foster, knocks away. We're going to say that went off Zachariah Davis. It'll be Knight ball with 1:51 remaining here in the quarter. Kenzie Peterson wide open, her three-point attempt off the rim. Henderson drives, her shot long. Rebounded there by Oliver, and she is fouled, and she'll go to the line. Foul will go against Asia Foster.
What the Pacers have been trying to do the entire time, just get in the paint, draw some fouls. The Knights have played a really good defense, not getting too physical, keeping hands out, nothing that'll send anyone to the line. Unlucky there.
That is Foster's first foul on the afternoon, so the Knights doing a good job of staying out of foul trouble. Oliver gets one of two.
Yeah, they've been doing a really good job of just staying out of foul trouble where it matters, right? They don't want to send anyone to the free throw line. They don't want any free points. Only 3 free throws for the Pacers today.
They're going to get a foul there on Bree Oliver in the paint. Asia Foster to inbound. And the Knights once again get 3 shot attempts, unable to make any of the 3. And now whistle, we await the call. And so the foul will go against Davis. That'll be Davis's second personal foul. Abby Snyder for 3, and she hits. Once again, Abby Snyder. She's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, and I don't think one of the shots has hit the rim.
No,
Nothing but net.
Nothing but net. That brings her up to 13 points today. Doing a great job leading this Knight offense.
Monroe. And there's going to be a foul called. It'll go against Anna Kimball. That'll be Kimball's second foul. So Maya Foster's going to check in. Kimball will come to the bench with 42 seconds remaining here in the first half. Knights lead currently at 18 by a score of 37-19. Monroe hits her first free throw.
Monroe coming off the bench, she's brought a little bit of energy and momentum for the Pacers, right? She had a block and a steal earlier when she came on, and now to the free throw line.
She hits 1 of 2. Abby Snyder, straightaway 3, just short. And that's rebounded by Davis. So William Peace, they'll walk the ball up the floor. Find Davis in the paint. Her shot attempt is a little strong. Now the Knights will get the last attempt during this first half. De La Rosa for 3. It's short. Rebounded by the Knights, Maya Foster. And she is fouled as she goes up. Maya Foster will shoot 2.
At the line, shooting 2, Maya Foster.
Foster's first, off the back of the rim and no good. Foster unable to hit either of the 2 free throws, and that will take us to halftime, where the Knights will go to the locker room with a 17-point lead, 37-20 over the Pacers. Hank, a lot of similarities in this game to yesterday afternoon's game. Knights been able to play strong. A little bit better second quarter today for the Knights as they were able to double up the Pacers 18-9 in that second quarter. The Pacers, they were able to start strong, keep it close, but now they've fallen behind by 17 going into halftime.
Yeah, the Knights, they've done a really good job playing fast, playing quick, scoring quick, but they've also had a lot of missed opportunities. Haven't been able to finish in the paint. Lots of turnovers. We've talked about that. William Peace on their end, they're just having trouble scoring, right? They want to score in the paint. They want to get some easy layups, get to the free throw line even. Not quite working for them. The Knights have been playing a really good defense, staying out of foul trouble as much as they can until they're towards the end. If I'm the Pacers, I'm looking to move the ball around a lot more ball movement, a lot more passing, just open something up because right now it's not quite working for them.
Yeah, so far in that first half, the Pacers with only 2 assists. So working that ball around, looking for some open shots. You know, in the shooting, both teams cooled down considerably there in the latter part of the second quarter. You know, Pacers end up shooting in the first half just 29%, and the Knights cooled from over 50% down to 44%. So, you know, both teams, you know, struggled a little bit in the last couple minutes of the half, and look for both of them to come out and hopefully shoot the ball a little bit better in the second half. Well, we'll go ahead and take the break here at halftime. We'll be back in just a few moments with the second half.
Not gonna lie, something special is happening here. You can't quite put your finger on it, but when you're here, you can feel it. Whether it's in the classroom, or on campus, or stepping into your unique spotlight, you'll find a place where you truly belong. This place is more than just lectures and exams. It's about constructing your story, helping you discover your path in a world of possibilities. Maybe it's our close-knit community, our Christ-centered mission, or the way the Blue Ridge Mountains feel like home. We excel at being a place where every idea, every step, and every moment bring you closer to the future you're meant to create. They say big things come in small packages. We couldn't agree more. Because here's a little secret. The best life is the nightlife. Come be a part of it.
Introducing Sport Performance. But not just this. They told you to choose books or the ball, the classroom or the court, but that was never you. You study like it's your playbook, you train like it's your thesis, your body's in motion, your mind's building the future. Because greatness isn't just in the stats. It's in your discipline, your character, your purpose. Master your sport, master yourself. This is Sport Performance at Southern Virginia University.
Welcome back here into Knight Arena. I'm Colby Kemp along with Hank Swedin. Back here for the second half of this matchup between Southern Virginia and William Peace. The Knights lead it at halftime 37-20. And Hank, first half, we talked about it going into the break a little bit. The shooting for William Peace really struggled there, especially in that second quarter. William Peace only shooting 29% from the field and only 2 assists. So, they're going to have to get things going on the offensive side if they want to battle back into this game.
Yeah, I really got to create some ball movement, move it around, pass it around, create those openings for them to score points, right? We saw that they really wanted to score in the paint. They really wanted to score some easy layups, and the SVU defense was really good at keeping them out of there. So they've got to just change some things up, move the ball around, and create openings themselves.
Yeah, look to them to, like you said, create a little bit more, move the ball around, and get those shots. They're going to need to finish a little bit better. Now, the Knights, on the other hand, they're doing a good job when they take care of the ball, of move the ball around. They had 9 assists in that first half, 5 of them by Maria Savoon, but both teams with 11 turnovers. I'm sure both coaches would like to see them limit those in the second half.
Yeah, of course. In both teams, turnovers high, points off turnovers, not great. William Peace, they have 4 points off turnovers. SVU only 2. So they're creating the opportunities. They're stealing the ball. They're getting the ball away from the opponents. Both coaches want to be a little bit more, on top of those turnovers, being able to score, being able to transition.
One thing to look at as we go into the second half, William Peace, a couple of players in foul trouble. They have Inslee Perry and Zachariah Davis, each with 3 fouls. Zykira Henderson with 2. The Knights have 3 players with 2 fouls, Anna Kimball, Samantha Smith, and Lily De La Rosa. Asia Foster. And with the pass to Abby Snyder, and Snyder knocks down a 12-foot jumper. Snyder leads all scorers with 15 points now on the afternoon. Asia Foster had 8 points in the first half for William Peace. Zykira Henderson led the way with 7 points. And there's a block by Anna Kimball. That's the Knights' 5th block of the afternoon. And Maria Savoon drives to the basket, and she's going to be fouled there. That foul will go against number 14. That's Amaya Griffin. So Savoon will go to the line to shoot 2.
Good, strong defense by the Knights on their own side of the court, and then that quick transition, able to just drive down to the other end of the court and get the foul, go to the line.
Savoon knocks the first of her 2 free throws down. Second one around and out, rebounded there by Griffin. And the Knights lead up by 20, 40-20. With just under a minute gone in this second half. Oliver down low to Griffin, and Anna Kimball is there. She will pick up her 3rd foul, and Griffin will go to the line to shoot 2.
There's a little bit more of that ball movement we talked about. They're creating openings, they're creating some mismatches, creating space to get away from this smothering Knight defense. And they get themselves an opportunity at the basket and to the free throw line.
And then, of course, the second part of the equation is knocking down the free throws when you have the opportunity. William Peace now 4 of 10 from the line. Neither team doing a great job from the line. The Knights are 6 of 10. William Peace 4 of 10 now. And there's a steal by Oliver. So William Peace pushes the ball up the floor. And Griffin running the court well. She gets a pass from Perry. And Griffin with the layup. Samantha Smith going hard to the hoop. She has the ball knocked away and stolen by the Pacers. Randolph will try a three, and she'll hit. Elena Randolph knocks down the three-pointer from straight away, and Coach Schroeder's going to call a timeout here as the Pacers have come out and cut what was a 17-point lead down to just 14 here now with 8 minutes, 18 seconds left. And just a minute ago, it was 40-20, and Peace now has gone on a 6-0 run to cut that lead down to 14.
Yeah, they're doing a real job moving the ball around. Something I would, we talked about, I'm expecting them to do it, just creating those opportunities. And then they just played some really good defense on this side of the court these last couple possessions for the Knights, just not letting them get close to the hoop, forcing a turnover, and then being able to work back down to their end, gets the free throw line, get 1-3 free throw, and then back down there again to score that three.
And I'd say Randolph, the first half she seemed maybe a little hesitant to shoot, but that time she got the ball straight away and she let it fly and hit that shot. So maybe something Coach Bollinger talked about at halftime is being confident, not being afraid to shoot, and shoot the shot and then go after the rebound.
Yeah, especially because the Knights, they've played a looser defense in the middle, and that ball movement, getting the ball around, that's going to create more openings. That space is already there. Now you're just taking advantage of it and using it correctly.
Smith up top, Asia Foster working against Oliver. Maya drives to the hoop. She dumps it off to Asia. Maya Foster with a long three, rebounded by Asia Foster. And she drops it out, and Maria Savoon knocks down a three-pointer. Good example there of some second chance points with a good rebound by Asia Foster off that long three.
The Pacers doing a great job keeping them away from the middle of the court, keeping them away from the net, under the hoop. But SVU, they've got scores from every position, and they take advantage of it there, shooting from out wide.
Ensley Perry with a strong move. Finishes 43-28. Knights lead by 15. Abby Foster working on Perry. Pulls up and knocks down a 10-foot jumper.
And typical of Snyder's shots today, almost nothing but net.
Perry once again into the paint. Really asserting herself offensively, and she's going to pick up a foul and go to the line. The foul will go against Samantha Smith, and that will be her third. So both Kimball and Smith have picked up their third personal fouls here in the first 3 minutes and 17 seconds of the second half. Perry unable to hit the first free throw. Missed free throw again, rebounded by Maya Foster. Asia posts up down low, and a good feed there from Maria Savoon, and Asia Foster with the easy two.
You just mentioned Knights have a couple players in foul trouble, but for the Pacers, if they want to win this game, they really have to convert those fouls into points. They've been struggling from the free throw line, and they've really just got to change that.
And Griffin in the paint loses the ball out of bounds. It'll go over to Southern Virginia.
Stay wide, let's go, stay wide.
And Abby Snyder stepped on the baseline. So that will go over to the Pacers. Henderson working on Snyder. Kristen Barber now into the game. Henderson sizing up a three-point attempt. Instead, she'll go to the hoop. Looking for Griffin, and the Knights defense knocks the ball out of bounds. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and the Pacers inbound from their baseline. And good defense, Maya Foster knocks away the inbounds pass. That kills 1 of the seconds on the shot clock, so just 2 seconds remaining.
They need something out wide here for the Pacers.
And Randolph has to throw up a wild three-point attempt. That does not hit the iron, so it'll go over to the Knights on a shot clock violation. Asia Foster gets around the Pacer defense, unable to connect on the layup, and rebounded by Griffin. I think Asia was a little surprised at how open she found herself there in that shot attempt.
Yeah, the defender on her just kind of peeled off, thinking that someone else was going to pick her up, but nobody was there. Luckily for the Pacers, unable to finish that one.
Elena Randolph, another three-point attempt, around and out. Abby Snyder into the paint, goes to the hoop, and she'll finish with the left hand. Another great move by Abby.
Brings her up to 19 points.
Abby is now 7 of 10 from the field here today. So another good shooting day for Abby Snyder.
3 of those being threes.
Griffin able to get a shot up and around Asia Foster. Outlet, Maria Savoon, 16-footer off the front of the rim. Knights battle for the rebound, but that's taken by Elena Randolph. And she finds Henderson, and they're going to get Maya Foster with a foul in the backcourt. So with 3 minutes, 51 seconds remaining, SVU leads the Pacers by 21, 49-28. We'll go ahead and take this TV timeout. Welcome back into Knight Arena. We have 3 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the third quarter. SVU currently leads William Peace 49-28. William Peace will inbound out of the timeout. Henderson hands to Perry. Back up top, Henderson for 3. And Zakira Henderson knocks down a three-pointer.
And she's their lead scorer for the Pacers this year, so they really need to get her going. And that's a great start for the Pacers to try and mount this comeback. Schneider hits a jumper. Another 2 for her.
Abby Snyder with the hot hand. Perry up top to Randolph, over to Henderson, and Zakira Henderson with back-to-back three-pointers. She now with 13 points on the afternoon, So she's starting to heat up as well.
Some good defense by the Pacers there, but unable to really get control of that turnover, and the Knights get it back.
Anna Kimball feeds Snyder, and Snyder knocks it down. That's now 23 on the afternoon. Abby continues to close in on that 1,000-point mark. Henderson, strong to the hoop, called for a travel, dragging the pivot.
And the Pacers know that now more than ever they have to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Henderson's getting hot. They're going to try and use her as much as possible wherever they can on the court. Give her opportunities to shoot the ball and close the gap.
Lily De La Rosa has checked in now. Savoon taking a breather. Into Kimball. And Snyder will pull up and knock down a mid-range jumper. Henderson gets around Snyder. They're going to whistle Snyder for a foul.
A little defensive miscommunication there for the Knights, and just a little bit panicked as the Pacers took it through the middle of the court to the net.
Pacers going with a little bit of a smaller lineup right now. Shot rebounded by Kimball. Snyder. Good defense by Henderson. And a foul is going to be whistled on the Pacers. That'll be against Bree Oliver. That will be her second foul. Anna Kimball to inbound. Kimball, a little strong with the jump hook. And then Bryn Stevens on the line on the rebound.
Good, strong turnover defense by the Knights there, being able to get the ball back.
Abby Snyder looking for Peterson, and defense by Stevens able to knock the ball off of Peterson, and that'll be Pacers ball.
You mentioned the Pacers having a bit more of a smaller lineup right now. I'm thinking that they just want their shooters out on the court right now. They closing in on the end of the third quarter. They just need to score points no matter what. Try and mount the comeback.
And they're going to whistle a foul on Maya Foster. That'll be Maya's third foul of the afternoon. 38.9 seconds remain in this third quarter. Ensley Perry will step to the line, shooting two.
Her third trip to the line today. So far, 1 for 4.
Perry connects on the first. Perry gets the roll on the second. She goes 2 for 2 and that trip to the line. Ball into Anna Kimball, and Anna with a good move off the glass scores the bucket. Ten seconds remains in this third quarter. Henderson looking for the last shot. She dishes out in the corner to Barber, and that three-point attempt Off the rim, rebounded by Kimball. And that will be the end of the third quarter. And the Knights lead at 57-36. We'll be back after this with the fourth quarter.
Not gonna lie, something special is happening here. You can't quite put your finger on it, but when you're here, you can feel it. Whether it's in the classroom, around campus, or stepping into your unique spotlight, you'll find a place where you truly belong. This place is more than just lectures and exams. It's about constructing your story, helping you discover your path in a world of possibilities. Maybe it's our close-knit community, our Christ-centered mission, or the way the Blue Ridge Mountains feel like home. We excel at being...
Welcome back into Knight Arena for the fourth quarter. SVU taking on William Peace this afternoon. The Knights lead at 57-36. De La Rosa ahead to Kimball. Abby Snyder working on Henderson. Good crossover, but then the ball's knocked away, and Inslee Perry comes away with it. And Perry will take it in and score a layup.
And that's something that the Pacers, they haven't quite been able to do as well this game is, scoring off of those turnovers, being able to move down the court and get quick points. And if they want to, come back and they want to win this game, that's going to be even more crucial going forward.
Abby Snyder with a strong move to the basket, up and over Henderson. Abby Snyder now with 27 on the afternoon. They're going to get Abby on a foul. That'll be Abby's second foul of the afternoon. Kimball, Asia Foster, and Samantha Smith check into the game. We got three of them with Maria Savoon and Abby Snyder on the floor. Inslee Perry backs Samantha Smith in, and she's able to score a basket up and over Smith. Asia Foster goes to the hoop, misses the first, gets her own rebound, goes up, and she's fouled on the second shot attempt. And Hank, Asia Foster, she was able to get to a double-double there before the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, she's having a really good game so far. 11 rebounds, 10 points. Just being very consistent for the Knights today, especially defensively, working in the paint, going up for the ball, being physical.
First free throw is off. Foster connects on the second, so that's her 11th point of the afternoon to go along with those 11 rebounds. Barber to Griffin. Griffin drives into the paint. Back out to Henderson. And Henderson pulls up and knocks down a 12-foot jumper. Zykira Henderson now with 15 on the afternoon.
Lead down to 18 for the Knights.
And they're going to get Henderson there on the reach. That will be her third. Pass knocked away and stolen by the Pacers. Good feed. Henderson to Perry, and Perry will score the layup. Knights lead currently at 18. 7.5 minutes remain in the game. Asia Foster knocks one down from the elbow.
Pacers are playing a very strong defense, doing whatever they can to force turnovers, get the ball. So they have opportunities to score. Asia Foster, see an opportunity to shoot from space there, takes it.
Perry with a strong move up and over two Knight defenders. Perry now with 17 points on the afternoon. Asia Foster takes it to the basket. Asia Foster with a good move. Asia Foster having a good game here this afternoon. And there's a timeout called by Coach Schroeder. We'll go ahead and take it. We'll be back in just a few moments. Welcome back to Knight Arena. 6 minutes, 19 seconds remain in this contest. Southern Virginia currently leads William Peace 64-46. Ensley Perry working on Abby Snyder. Griffin to Barber, and now Ensley Perry for three. That attempt is long, rebounded by Samantha Smith. Griffin able to steal the pass as they were looking for Anna Kimball in the post. Zarena Randolph now short on a long three attempt, rebounded by Abby Snyder.
Yep. The Pacers, they want to create those opportunities to take those shots, but if they take them, you got to have somebody in the paint to get the rebound if it doesn't quite go in. Right now, you really don't want to turn the ball over without points for William Peace.
Perry hands off to Randolph. Griffin into the paint. Goes up and she is fouled. That's going to be whistled against Asia Foster. So Griffin will go to the line to shoot two. Griffin's first off the front of the rim, no good. Griffin unable to connect on either of her two attempts. And that is Bryn Stevens, rather Bree Oliver, with the strong defense against Abby Snyder.
Pacers are starting to press a little bit more. Something that we saw the Knights struggle with against the Bishops last night when they did that full court press. We saw a lot of turnovers for the SVU team.
Anna Kimball has the ball knocked away. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Abby Snyder to inbound. They're going to get Anna Kimball with an illegal screen on the inbound play. We've been stuck on 64-46 here for a couple minutes now, Hank. Neither team able to score.
Strong defense by both teams. And a little bit of desperation from the Pacers.
Pass goes out of bounds. It will be SVU ball. And De La Rosa's pass is a little high, goes off the fingertips of Foster, out of bounds. William Peace will bring the ball up the floor. Alyssa Monroe, guarded by Foster, and they're going to get Asia with a foul. That will be Asia's third foul. And Griffin strong to the hoop. Her shot around and off. Looks like that was going down. Asia Foster's jumper around and out. Monroe will push the ball up the floor for the Pacers. Oliver's jumper, no good. Good look, Abby Snyder sees Kenzie Peterson ahead of the defense, and Kenzie Peterson with the layup.
And the scoreless streak ends. Some good defense by the Knights, transition offense to get some points on the board.
Knights lead is now 20. And Asia Foster with a block on the Monroe three-point attempt. Randolph, no good, but Griffin right there to get the rebound and the putback. Knights content to take some time off the clock here with the 18-point lead. Lily De La Rosa with a good pass to Abby Snyder, who was cutting along the baseline. Snyder will go to the line to shoot two. First free throw by Snyder is good. Knights with some substitutions. Lila Seneca, Jocelyn Stewart into the game. Snyder's second free throw is no good. Zykira Henderson drives to the hoop, and she will be fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul will go against Lila Seneca. And Caitlin Lanning will check in. Abby Snyder will come out of the game. Abby with another good game like we've been talking about. She'll leave with 28 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. And that will leave her 14 points shy of that 1,000 point mark for her career.
So close. You know, she's been on fire for this offense today, but also all those rebounds, those 4 rebounds, all coming on defense. So she's felt her presence known on defense and on offense. We talked about last night how she's performs in every facet of the game. She's really the keystone piece for this Knight offense.
What the stats don't show are the number of hustle plays that she makes, taking charges, deflections, knocking the ball away, so many things that she does. Seneca's, rather De La Rosa's shot is short. Knights get the rebound, but then a travel will be called. Ball will go over to the Pacers. They trail by 17 with 1:12 remaining. Asia Foster, her game also is complete. Asia ended up with 12 rebounds and 15 points and 4 blocks. So a stellar game by Asia as well. Foul in the backcourt.
Foul number 14, Amaya Griffin.
Amaya Griffin with the foul.
14 foul.
Caitlin Lanning's attempt rolls off the rim, rebounded by William Peace. Alyssa Monroe. She gets it ahead there to Kinsey Pugh. Kinsey's checked into the game here in the last couple moments. Griffin up and under. Gets her own rebound, and she'll score the putback. Knights will run out the clock. And that will do it here from Knight Arena. The Knights will get the victory over the Pacers by a score of 67-52. So a couple good showings here by the Knights women's basketball team as they will now prove to 4-0 in the USA South Conference.
Yeah, huge game for them. I mean, they came out, they performed offensively, defensively, right? They won where they had to. This Pacers team, they kept it competitive. They made sure that the Knights couldn't relax. They were strong on defense, tried to create some opportunities on offense, but you know the Knights, their hustle, their physicality, and especially their work in the paint was able to set them apart. And the outstanding performance by Abigail Schneider, her 28 points, really sealed it for the Knights.
So the Knights now, as finals ended yesterday here on campus, this is the Knights' last game before Christmas. And the week between Christmas and New Year's, the Knights will head down to a tournament in St. Pete Beach, Florida, where they will take on number 18 Washington University and Wellesley College on the road. And then they'll return back. And, you know, the interesting thing about the schedule is that 6 of their next 8 games will be on the road. So a little bit of a tough stretch there Most of those are USA South Conference games mixed in with a road trip to Christopher Newport. So the Knights enjoying playing at home here as the semester winds down. They get 2 victories, but it'll be a while. It'll be January 3rd before we see them back here in the barn.
Yeah, they were able to end off on a strong point. 2 strong games yesterday and today. Hopefully, we plan on them taking that momentum down to Florida and then back here for conference play the start of next year.
So our next broadcast will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. as the SVU men's basketball team will host Regent University in a non-conference battle here. Once again, Hank, thanks for joining us. I'm Colby Kemp. For everybody here at Night Broadcasting, we want to thank all of you for supporting Night Athletics.